Welcome back, everyone. In the last video, we migrated our category store over to using Typescript. In this video, we're going to do it for our cart because it is the next simplest set of data to work with. To begin with, we're going to start with our cart types. And as always, we are going to migrate this file over to a TS file. What we now need to do is we need to first convert this over to an enum. So we're going to replace const with enum, get rid of the equal sign, and then every one of these colons is going to be an equal sign. Now that we have our cart action types, we want to think about if there are any other specific cart types that we need to define. We can get a good idea of this inside of the cart reducer. As we can see, we are storing cart items in an array. Cart items is a specific set of data in an array. But what is that data? Well, if we remember inside of cart actions, add cart item is the first time where we actually create this actual cart item. And what it is all of the properties of the product that we're adding in, plus a quantity value, which is a number. So what is product to add? Well, product to add is a category item. So what we know is that our cart item is just a category item with an additional quantity. And what we can do in order to make our lives easier is we can actually bring in the category item from our categories. So let's go up to categories, category types. Now, if you think about the category item, it has all these properties we want, but it's just missing the quantity. So here we can make a intersection type of cart item, which is equal to category item plus this additional quantity field that we're looking for, which is a number. And now it's very simple. If category item ever changes, our cart item will similarly change, as long as quantity is the only field we want to append to our cart items. The great thing about this is because the way our code is set up as well, we are spreading through these fields anyways. So as long as all of these values stay the same, essentially, our Typescript code type is also inferring the same pattern of spreading through the category item to create the actual cart item. So now that we have this cart item type, what we want to do is we want to start typing the appropriate actions. So first, we are going to change our cart action from a JS file to a TS file. And inside, what we need to do is we need to bring in the appropriate with matcher. Similarly, we know we need a few types. We know we need our cart item, but we also need that category item. Because as you remember, right here, product to add, well, this is a category item. As for cart items, this is an array of cart items. And what does add cart item give you back? Well, if you remember, it is going to give us back an array of cart items, regardless of which of these returns it is. So here we can just say, give us back a cart item array. This is our helper function that we've typed. This doesn't need the with matcher because it doesn't actually generate an action, but we do use it inside of our actual action creators. So let's type these first. Now, similarly, this remove cart item is very similar as well. It's an array of cart items as well as a cart item. Unlike before, remove cart item gets called on only cart items. And now, this existing cart item, here we see check if quantity is equal to 1. But if you hover over it, it could possibly be undefined. There is a high chance that when we do this .find, we don't find a matching cart item, which is what our code checks to do. Of course, in this particular case, when you check on this quantity value inside of JavaScript, JavaScript will give you back undefined if there's no existing cart item. But for us, this is not good. We need to actually modify this code so that it works. And all we can do is just say, if there is an existing cart item, then check the quantity. Otherwise, don't run this part. And now we've resolved our actual type issue. And in this particular case, it actually helped us because now our code is less prone to error. So what we can do now is we can just make sure that we also type the return value for this function as the cart item array. Finally, we have our clear cart item. Again, we have an array of cart items, and we have a cart item that is trying to be removed. Once again, we return back an array of cart items. So there we go. We have now typed out all of our utility functions. What we want to do next is we want to define each of our actions as a type. So here first, I'm going to say export type set is cart open. And this is going to be equal to some action with payload. So actually first, let's bring that in. We need to bring in the appropriate action types as well, which we did not bring in. We need our action as well as action with payload. So first, set is cart open. It is an action with payload that receives cart action type dot set is cart open with some Boolean value as the payload. Next, we need to think about these three actions: add item to cart, remove item from cart, and clear item from cart. Each of these, while being a different action creator, actually does in the end create the exact same set cart items action. So technically, these three are different functions that manufacture the same type of action. And here we're just defining the type of action, and this type of action is our set cart items action. And this is also an action with payload. The cart action types is set cart items, but the actual payload value is going to be an array of cart items. So this is what's really useful about typing. You can actually see some of the optimizations you can make. So of course, set is cart open. This we can turn into a matcher first. We receive a Boolean value, and we output a set is cart open action object. As for these other three, we need to first create this set cart items action creator. Export const set cart items is equal to with matcher. We receive cart items, which is an array of cart items as the type. We output our set cart items action. And the definition is that we create an action with cart action types dot set cart items, passing cart items as the actual payload. As for these other three now, instead, we can simply replace this with set cart items, passing in new cart items like so. Then we just need to type these cart items as cart item, like so. And product to add, of course, is a category item, but then cart item to remove is also a cart item, just like cart item to clear. And there we go. That is our new updated code. So now all we need to import into our reducer is these two matchers in order to determine what the new order is. So I want you to try that. I want you to take what we've just made, go into the reducer, and update it to the new pattern that we use with our matchers. So once you've tried that, we'll do it together in the next video. I'll see you there.